What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mandarin Metal, and today we are back in Dota. A little bit of unranked, testing a couple heroes here. So we decided that let's play Leshrac. Not a hero I'm very familiar with, so I've seen a lot of videos on Leshrac. I shouldn't be saying a lot of videos, but I've just seen a lot of gameplay about Leshrac. Watching a lot of the Dota games that are out there. So yeah, we decided let's give this hero a shot. Let's see how we go with this hero. Not expecting much, but we are gonna try. And now, the first item that we are gonna go is mana boots. We're gonna need a lot of sustain. Now, before we continue speaking about items, we can see that the Void Spirit is our counterpart in this mid lane, and he decided to jump in on us. But he made a grave mistake. He's used both steps, and now he can't get out. So he ended up falling. And I gave him a little cheeky tip, but this was all in good fun. Not trying to be toxic or anything. But yeah, it was a big mistake from his part. Now we do get mana boots. This is going to help us with that sustain and making sure that we can cast our spells because Leshrac is so mana dependent. And now again, you're going to see here, he ended up calling someone to come help him in the mid lane. And I've got a lot of ones charges. Now I've got mana boots, and I'm just going to turn around and I'm going to run them down. Let's see if we can get them. First kill, yes, we get the Sand King, and now we focus our attention onto the Void Spirit, and we ended up getting him. Perfect execution. Again, the Void Spirit had something against me, so maybe that little cheeky tip that I did give him in the beginning wasn't the greatest, because now he's used up all his attention onto me, and he is trying to disrupt this lane and trying to kill me. But yeah, we ended up killing him for the third time in this lane. Now you can see I did go Kaya. Kaya is going to give us some nice stats. It's also going to help us upgrade into an item later on in the build. But this is, again, some good stats in the early game for us. Then we are going to go Yule Scepter. We can use Yule Scepter to either use ourselves or we can use the enemy team, hoping that we can get off that split earth. And here, I actually made a massive mistake here. I overplayed my hand here because I thought, looking at the minimap, my Invoker and the Marana was standing at our tower. So I thought, okay, cool, 3v3, let's do it. We're very strong. But they didn't really respond the way I thought they would. And we ended up falling. Now we are kind of hunting them. We ended up getting the kill onto the Wraith King, but we don't want to overplay our hand again and get killed by the Gyrocopter, so we're just going to exit. But Void Spirit is going on our backline, and now we are going to focus our attention onto the Void Spirit, but then I get stunned and I get ultied by the Venom. And I ended up falling. Honestly, that stun was so unlucky, but it was fine. We did manage to get a couple of kills. Not the greatest that we ended up going down, but you know, we do. We manage it. We move on. We want to continue this build. And again, another play, a kind of, I guess, miscommunication at this point, because it was a 3v4, and I honestly thought, you know, if that Earthshaker had jumped in with us, we would have gotten the kills, but he didn't. And yeah, we ended up getting 2 deaths in a row here. You can see that we are trying to fight them. I ended up getting a Bloodstone. Bloodstone helps us a hell of a lot in these fights, especially when with these long drawn out fights. You just end up healing all the way back up, and it means that you can survive and just go a lot longer. And the next item that I did consider, it was a mixture between BKB, upgrading the Kaya into Sange, or going my Ag Shot. And I ended up going for the Ag Shot. I thought it could be good here. Again, I was kind of contemplating, was it really that good? And here you can see the Bloodstone doing its work, healing me back up, which was great. And now the Luna has joined us. Unfortunately, we have lost 3, but they've also lost 2. They're also very low. And here, with the shot, we get an amazing stun onto all 3 of these heroes. Bloodstone, again, doing its work, helping me heal up. There we go. Void Spirit goes down. Wraith King has just lost his first life. Now, we need to kind of kite him because he's got Blade Mail activated. So what we're going to do, we're going to use him and then we're going to use Split Earth to stun him up and end up getting an ultra kill onto that team. And it was a great turnaround from us. Again, just the item choices and the bloodstone really doing its work in these fights, helping me sustain and keeping my life up, and also just giving me that mana regen that I need. Now we are unstoppable. Again, massive team fights here. We end up getting the gyrocopter because he is their carry, and that is a 4-for-1 trade, and we're happy with that. Now with that, we can push their tier 2. We do claim their tier 1 and their tier 2 top, and we are going to disengage. And with all those fights, I was able to get BKB. And now BKB is going to help me for a lot of their silences when Void gets his Ags, getting stunned up, just making sure I can survive a lot longer, letting the Bloodstone do its work. And here you can see we are trying our best, trying to cast spells, but again, I did not put on my Pulse Nova, so I could not get the full effect of this Bloodstone, which is not great. The next item that I will be going is going to be a Shiva's. Shiva's gives us great stats, also that extra vision when we do need it while scouting out these heroes. We do claim their mid tier 2 tower. They are going to jump in on us, but again, this is not the best thing to do. Sand King goes down, Voice Spirit did go down, and now we are going to focus our attention onto the rest of these heroes. Trying to stun up the Wraith King, but he does have BKB, so the stun has no effect on him until that BKB runs out, but we get him before that can happen. Now, it is our time to push this tier 3 tower. With 3 of their heroes down, we do have enough to take this tier 3 and maybe even the barracks, but we need everyone fighting. They do fortify, unfortunately. As you can see, we ended up only taking 1 tower and we didn't claim the full barracks, which is not the best part of the game. And we ended up just backing off. And here, my next item that I did upgrade to is I got a Wind Waker. Now the Wind Waker is going to help in those long fights. Again, just making sure I can reposition myself in these fights, making sure that we have more movement around the fights and when we are casting our spells. And now with 3 of them down, we are just going straight down middle. We want to end this game. This game has been long and a little frustrating to say the least because of, the heroes not always communicating the best, and also like there was quite a big disconnect between some of the teammates. But we don't care. We ended up claiming this set of barracks. Now unfortunately they did fortify, so this does delay our push. And the Wraith King does try to jump in, tries to go onto the Earthshaker, but Earthshaker had inverse, so Wraith King does lose his first life. We use BKB. Here you can see how I'm trying to reposition myself in the fight with that Wind Waker. Wraith King ends up falling, and the Gyrocopter ends up falling. They're fighting the Void Spirit on the backline there. Sand King jumps in on me with her full ulti, but again, that Wind Waker helping me just reposition myself and making sure I can get out of that ulti and out of the danger, because we do have BKB on cooldown, so this isn't what we want. Now with 4 of them down, this means that we can easily claim their tier 4s and we can easily claim the win for this game. Guys, that is pretty much my Leshrac build. Let me know what you guys thought of the build. You know how it is. Hit that like button, subscribe, and if you want to see more of the content, head over to the YouTube channel. And yeah, and we'll see you all in the next one. Guys, thank you so much for all the support, and we'll see you guys later. Cheers. Bye.